You are about to enter another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. Welcome to the quantum zone, where the laws of physics converge with the mysteries of the human psyche. Prepare to embark on a journey through the twilight realm of quantum ripples.
Ladies and gentlemen, gather round as we embark on a mind-bending journey into the fascinating world of quantum physics. Get ready to have your reality shattered and your brain cells perform mitosis, because we're about to dive into a realm where particles can teleport. Cats can be both alive and dead at the same time, and everything you thought you knew about the universe goes out the window. Buckle up, because this is quantum physics, where the laws of the ordinary take a wild detour into the extraordinary. Now, imagine you're playing a game of hide-and-seek with particles that are so mischievous, they make Houdini look like a novice magician. These tiny critters, such as electrons, can exist in multiple places at once, a phenomenon aptly called superposition. It's like playing hide-and-seek with a particle that simultaneously occupies every hiding spot in the house. Good luck finding it. But hold on to your socks, folks, because it gets even weirder. These particles can also engage in a little teleportation act called quantum entanglement, which is kinda like a pair of interlocking puzzle pieces. No matter how far apart they're separated, their shapes and patterns fit together flawlessly, completing the larger picture. Now say you deform one of the puzzle pieces somehow by bending it or twisting it, the other puzzle piece will instantly contort to still be a perfect match. Now, let's talk about a concept that's stranger than running into your doppelganger from a parallel universe, the infamous wave-particle duality. Picture this: particles like electrons and photons, those tiny packets of energy, can behave as both particles and waves simultaneously. It's like one moment they're Dr. Jekyll, participating in numerous acts of charity, and the next moment they're Mr. Hyde, trampling over a young girl without remorse. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the fuzzy feline paradox known as Schrödinger's cat. Imagine a precious kitty, snugly nestled inside a box with a radioactive substance and a flask of poison. A sensor is added to the box to measure the level of decayed particles, and if it exceeds a certain level, then the poison is released, thus killing Mr. Fluffy. According to this mind-boggling thought experiment, until we open the box, the cat is both alive and dead, existing in a superposition of states. It's like having a magical pet that defies the laws of life and death. Sorry, Fluffy, but you're a quantum celebrity now. Schrödinger actually hated the idea of superposition and came up with this experiment to showcase how ridiculous sounding it was and disprove it. However, we now know that his superposition is the true nature of particles. When scientists get bored, they get creative. They set up an experiment where these particles can pass through a barrier with two slits, and guess what? Instead of behaving like obedient little particles, they decide to go all wavy and create an interference pattern on the other side. But what is also interesting is that even as single particles over time they still create an interference pattern. I'm a particle. No, wait, I'm a wave. Maybe I'm both? Who knows? But wait, it gets even trippier, and that I am certain. Strap on your quantum seatbelts, because we're about to dive into the vast ocean of uncertainty, where Heisenberg's uncertainty principle reigns supreme. This principle states that there's a fundamental limit to how precisely we can know certain pairs of properties of a particle, like its position and momentum. Time and energy is another example of a complementary pair. The implications of this are immense and give rise to things such as Hawking radiation, virtual particles, and many more headaches. This principle challenges our desire for absolute certainty and reminds us that the quantum world loves to keep us on our toes. So, next time you feel uncertain about something, just blame it on quantum physics. It's a universal excuse. Quantum entanglement. The favorite party trick of the quantum world. Brace yourselves for this one, folks. Imagine two particles that become entangled, their properties mysteriously linked in a way that defies logic. Change one particle's state, and the other instantly changes, no matter how far apart they are. This mind-blowing phenomenon has been aptly called spooky action at a distance by none other than Einstein himself. Even he couldn't wrap his head around it, which says a lot, considering he was the poster boy for scientific genius. So if you find yourself scratching your head and wondering how this can be, don't worry, you're not alone. Einstein's hair probably stood on end at the mere thought of it. Let's talk about the mind-bending phenomenon known as quantum tunneling. Picture this. Imagine a particle locked inside a fortress, a barrier it shouldn't be able to escape. But guess what? Thanks to quantum wizardry, this sneaky little particle defies the laws of classical physics and tunnels right through that barrier. It's kind of like that scene in Harry Potter when they run face first into a brick wall and travel to the other side. In quantum tunneling, particles encounter a potential energy barrier that should prevent them from passing through. But thanks to their wave-like nature, they can exhibit a remarkable behavior. They can borrow a bit of energy from the uncertainty inherent in quantum mechanics and temporarily squeeze through the barrier, as if they possess a touch of magical charm. Quantum tunneling challenges our intuition and reminds us that reality isn't always what it seems. It's like discovering a secret passage to a whole new world, right under our noses. So next time you encounter a seemingly insurmountable obstacle, remember that quantum physics says, hey, nothing's truly impossible. So why not try it yourself? Quantum physics says it's possible. Oh look, a solid wall. Or is it? Quantum physics, you sneaky devil. Nothis Files is not responsible for any head injury, brain trauma, or any other form of harm that may occur from reckless behavior. Now, let's journey into the quantum world's very own celebrity nightclub, the quantum computer. Buckle up, because this is where things get seriously mind-blowing. Quantum computers harness the power of quantum bits, or qubits, to perform mind-boggling computations that would leave your regular laptop crying in the corner. You see, while classical computers use bits that represent either a 0 or a 1, quantum computers take advantage of superposition and entanglement to work with qubits that can exist in multiple states at once. That surely isn't everything that quantum physics has to offer, and I highly recommend that you dive deeper and learn more about this fascinating study. Remember, my fellow quantum enthusiasts, the quantum world is stranger than you could possibly imagine, but it's also a fascinating playground of possibilities. Embrace the weirdness, let your imagination soar, and who knows? Maybe one day you'll be the one unraveling the next mind-blowing quantum mystery. That's all for today, but stay curious, stay hungry for knowledge, and join me next time as we delve into more historical oddities, bizarre phenomena, and thought-provoking topics. Until then, I bid you adieu.